So, what video games have you been playing lately?
All right, so actually, I had a pretty crazy weekend last weekend. My Saturday night.
Rebel.
Well, it involved.
Our live studio audience is cracking up right now.
It involved the original Nintendo and a bottle of wine. Crazy.
Dangerous.
Crazy night.
Dangerous. Parental advisory.
I didn't wake up
Parental
till
advisory will appear.
9 a.m. the next morning. It was crazy.
What? What were you playing? Mind you, regular Nintendo, fantastic system, great games.
So after like 30 minutes of trying to get it to work, I finally figured out the exact position that the cartridges had to be in to get it to work. So I had to like push them all the way down and all the way in. And
did you use the two cartridges to wedge it down?
Yeah. Well, I actually wedged it down with some CD cases, but
that works.
You know, whatever works.
Did you do the classic Nintendo blow?
Yeah, but I really don't think that does anything.
Ask anyone.
I did it because you have to do it.
Ask anyone who's ever looked at a Nintendo. What's a kid doing? That's how to make the game work.
You know, I one time I had like rubbing alcohol.
My brother and I used to do that.
And I used to clean it.
Have you ever seen how disgusting that Q-tip gets?
Yeah, but did you ever read the back of the cartridge?
No, does it say not to do it?
Yeah.
No wonder why I couldn't
just saw that
save.
this weekend. Anyway, so I played some Super Mario Brothers 3.
One of the greatest games of all time.
I think it's better than the original Mario.
Oh, absolutely.
The original Mario is still amazing. Played a little bit of the original Mario and Tetris.
Classics.
Yeah.
Classics.
Tried to get Kung Fu. Did you ever play Kung Fu? Yeah.
You can defeat legions of ninja warriors with these little kicks and punches.
But that one wouldn't work, so only got to play the 3. But it lasted like most of the night.
Dude, I have a crate of Nintendo games.
Bring them over.
I want to bring them over
Absolutely.
and play them.
Absolutely.
Oh my god, Super Mario Brothers 3. Have you ever seen The Wizard? The movie The Wizard with Fred Savage?
No.
It's this old 80s movie. And literally the entire movie was to promote Super Mario Brothers 3. It was... Nintendo used to have these huge gaming events. You know, kind of like what you see now with Madden, what you see with Call of Duty and stuff like that. But it was these old classic Ninja Gaiden, Super Mario Brothers and stuff like this. And the movie is about this kid that is basically autistic, but he's fantastic at video games. And they break out, like, his arch rival's got the Power Glove, which if anyone ever used is awful. It's so terrible, but it's Nintendo's first, attempt at motion, which, they got better with the Wii. And in the final duel between these two kids at this major Nintendo event, they release this never-before-played game, Super Mario Bros. 3.
Nice.
And everyone's like, oh my god, it's amazing!
And it was?
It was. The only problem is, if you remember in the first level, the white block, that if you jump on it and you squat down, you go through and it gets you the warp.
Right.
People know that because other people have played the game. This never-before-played game in this movie, the wizard autistic kid does this secret thing, and I called bullshit. I screamed at the TV. I'm like, how does he know? How does he know
It was
that?
literally the first time he was ever played.
Literally the first time anyone has ever seen Super Mario Bros. 3.
So we could have fluked.
What?
Like, maybe? No.
Anyways, that's my rant.
So
not to make fun of people with autism or anything like that. Let's not cross that boundary.
So I was wondering. I didn't actually try it, but I was wondering if you knew. I was gonna play. I wanted to play Duck Hunt, but because it's got the Super Mario and Duck Hunt.
Of course.
The dual disc cartridge, but I wasn't sure it would work on the LCD TV. Didn't it have? Ooh. I wonder if it has to do with the CRT, like a reflection off the screen. I wonder.
I have no idea. If you know,
if anyone knows,
post it. That's an awesome idea. The greatest thing about Duck Hunt is if you plugged in the second controller, player 2 could control the ducks.
Right.
And they become impossible to hit.
Right.
And that fucking dog laughs at you. Stupid. How many people out there wanted to shoot the dog? You let me know. We'll fill the...
everyone did. They took the shots.
Hell
it just didn't,
2 birds. You had 3 shots. You hit the 2 birds, and the last one was for the dog.
Absolutely.
Terrible. Not that we're promoting
violence
to animals. I love my dog.
So after that, I turned on Halo Reach.
Oh, that's a jump.
Yeah. So, we got it here. There you go. So, yeah, I was like, you know what? I don't want to start like a whole new game.
All right.
I don't want to play a whole, any campaign that I have to. I just want something quick I could throw in. And, I was like, I haven't played my Xbox in a while, so just figured to try it.
Did you play multiplayer?
Absolutely.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, I didn't want to play any storyline. I just wanted to jump into a multiplayer game.
Did it take forever to upload?
I really like that game. I think it's...
Halo got it right with multiplayer.
Yeah.
Halo 1 had some of the greatest multiplayers, and that was before you can go online.
Right.
We used to set up 2 TVs and 4-on-4 with the little box screens.
Little hope.
Little hope for it's little things.
Inside joke, yeah.
But Capture the Flag on Blood Gulch, greatest multiplayer experience ever.
Right.
And that's pretty fantastic. And it only got better. Now like you could build your own maps. We built Halo Kart, which was fantastic. We made a whole map that was a basically figure 8 racetrack, and it had jumps.
Valhalla Super Speedway.
Valhalla Super Speedway. That's what we call it.
Valhalla in Halo 3.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
But I think I just know when Halo 3 came out and then Halo Reach came out. I mean, we played for a while. I think 3 we played longer than we played Reach, but you start comparing it and you think it's worse. But I just find I'll turn Halo Reach on every once in a while and I'm like, wow, this is still a really good game.
Yeah.
I think maybe because they have so many that come out, it kind of takes away from how good it actually is.
I think so. Because, Reach was supposed to be a prequel. And you can do things in Reach that you couldn't do in Halo 3. It's like, it didn't really follow the storyline. Different guns and stuff and different things that you'd see. I think also what attributes to that is other multiplayer heavy games release a month or 2 later. Yeah. That happened with, I think, Halo 3 with us. We played Halo 3 for a while, and then a month later Call of Duty came out. And everyone had to play Call of Duty, and of course we did. And, Halo 3 went on the shelf for a while. And, that sucks because that's a good game. That's a solid multiplayer experience. Yeah. And I know with Halo 4, I
can't wait.
They're really focusing on multiplayer in Halo 4. It's a completely new story. It's a completely new company that's taking Master Chief and the whole Halo series in a new direction. But I think it's still going to really do it justice. And they have that continuously storyline in multiplayer where every week you can download a new story or episode and play that out with and co-op with a friend.
But isn't that only isn't there a certain amount of time that's only included with this, and then you're gonna have to pay?
Yeah, I think the first 6 weeks are free or something. Yeah.
It's how games are going.
People are gonna pay it. I'm most likely gonna pay it. Just take my money, Microsoft.
So what about you? What have you been playing?
Kind of had a slow run of video games lately.
Yeah.
Haven't worked the PlayStation or Xbox lately. I've been playing StarCraft 2 and Diablo 3.
PC games?
Yeah, Diablo 3 came out and oh my god, the wait is over. Thank God. Diablo 2 was so great.
I know you and your cousin have had an ongoing bet about when that was going to come out.
Yeah, which I lost. But Diablo 3 was good. I played it once through with one character, and that was it for me. I didn't want to go back and play the same levels over and grind for this epic gear to say I have epic gear. I liked in multiplayer, with Halo and stuff like that. The more you played, the better guns you got, the cooler armor you got, and everyone could see it. And you'd be able to use it. And that was cool. Yeah. Whereas Diablo, it's just it's the same dialogue. It's the same course, just I'm going to use ranged weapons instead of melee weapons. Right. And so, very good. The storyline was great. The cutscenes were fantastic. The whole story was really, really good. And then that was it. And then, it was a buy, one and done for me. StarCraft 2, another long-awaited game, RTS style, build a base, kill everything on the map.
StarCraft's just a great game.
Science fiction, my favorite genre. Really, really like it. And what's good about that is you can play these multiplayer games, but you'll get ridiculous players who kill you in 30 seconds. Or you can just do a quick skirmish map.
I always like doing that. Just skirmish against the computer.
I'm going to start a base, build as many guys as I can, and just kill you as quickly as I can.
Right.
You know, I really like that. And, you know, that game had more replay value.
Right.
So it kind of bums me out that, you know, Diablo 3 was this, you know, $50, $60 game, and I only played through it once, and now it's taking up virtual space on my computer.
Yep.
So that's kind of a, you know, disheartening thing that I spent all this money on this game.
Yeah, well, that's how it usually goes.
No, of course. That's the video.
I mean, what we played, Starhawk. Ugh, what a disappointment. Oh, man.
Good game, good concept, just...
It was a good... You know what? It was a really good concept. It just... I couldn't
poor
play it.
execution,
Yeah.
I feel.
It just... I don't know. As someone who's not, like, a hardcore, like, play everyday gamer, I mean, people just got way too good at that game way too fast.
Yeah.
We would try and join in a game and just be absolutely destroyed.
Yeah, and then that game got locked into, if you did something the right way, the other team could never come back from it. You know, like, you would just have these hawks, which were these planes, just bombing an enemy, an enemy base, and every time you'd spawn in the base, you'd be dead right away. And, you know, that sucks. That's probably a game I'm going to take.
I think if they would have focused more on the buildings, as opposed to the actual fighting, I think it would have been... Like, that's such a revolutionary concept. Like, because think about it. It's like you're in StarCraft, but you're one of the characters in the world of StarCraft.
Yeah. That is cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, in Starhawk, you could build a bunker that gave you weapons. You could build a shield dome that protected your base, or as simple as a wall. You could build a wall that completely blocked off one of the entrances to your base.
Right.
Very, very cool. But, you know, while you're taking the time to build this structure, you got dudes in trucks and, you know, vehicles running in and shooting you right in the face.
And that's part of the fun, but I think it kind of, the building thing kind of got lost in, we need to be the fastest to build this one certain structure so that we can just destroy, you know?
I think what would have been cool then if they had like an assault mode, where one guy's had to attack an enemy base, but there was a 3-minute build period.
Yeah, that where
it's like you can't move and stuff like that until this build period is done, and you got to attack this now epic base, because that gives you like strategy. Am I going to go with automated guns, or am I going to go with high walls, type thing.
All right, and that's what we've been playing.